What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bull Combo. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a great day. Today I'm coming at you guys with another weekly update, so stick around while we talk about all the news in the world of Earth 2 this week. Alright guys, so before we get started, make sure to smash that like button if you like this video. Don't do it now. Wait till the end. But if you like it, hit the thumbs up. And if you like the content you're seeing here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get notified. And if you're looking to support the channel in any way, you can use the referral code down below. Don't have to, but if you want to, that's very cool and I appreciate it. So guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the weekly update and talk about everything going on in Earth 2 this week. So while there was some really huge news in Earth 2, and this was probably the biggest week of Earth 2 news so far, there isn't actually a long list of topics to cover here. So this may be a shorter video because some of this has already been broken down in detail on some of the other videos I posted this week, and I'll reference that as we get throughout this. So the E2 world went into sort of a frenzy a little less than a week ago when an E was added before the currency values in a few different spots inside of the game. While this was an effort to help differentiate between the Earth credits that reside in your portfolio and the actual withdrawable cash that resides in your cash balance, there was a lot of confusion that this generated. There was a lot of concern and even some panic that occurred because of this. What they were doing was they were working to more clearly identify what value was represented by Earth credits and what value was represented by actual US dollars. One Earth credit is still equal to one US dollar, so just because there's an E listed there doesn't mean that anything has lost value in theory, because when it's exchanged, it's still a one-to-one relationship. It just caused a lot of panic because up to this point, everyone had really sort of adjusted and become used to seeing that currency value that was represented by a dollar sign. There was a little bit of a false sense of understanding of what the value actually represented. If you looked at the terms of service or the FAQ, you would see that it actually referenced the fact that money deposited into the game is transitioned into Earth credits. And I think really, if anything, before the E was existent in the game, it was probably less clear exactly what was going on. So I can understand why they made the differentiation. I just think that because it hadn't been differentiated from the beginning, when it was done, it caused a lot of panic at first. It looks like a lot of that panic has subsided as people sort of understand what's going on. People are still buying tiles, people are still selling them on the marketplace. Granted, things have calmed down because all the excitement and news has sort of settled a little bit, and we're sort of waiting for the next release of things before things pick up. But overall, I do think the panic from the addition of the E symbol has subsided. So just a couple notes regarding this. Like I said, this was in the terms of service and in the FAQ, so while it did come as a shock to some people, it was already known that these were Earth credits. This was, again, was just them adding a symbol to help differentiate that. And the second thing is, as of right now, this is not a cryptocurrency, guys. So right now, the value of this is not going to increase or decrease. There's not going to be a volatile change in what Earth credits are worth. Right now, Earth credits are just worth one US dollar. Until they announce that our credits have officially shifted to some sort of cryptocurrency or token, we should not be worrying that this is going to lose value over time or even gain value either. There's no gain or loss with this number currently. It stays at one US dollar, and that's where it remains until something else is changed or the credits are changed into some sort of crypto token or some other process. Just wanted to touch on that because I know it was a hot topic of conversation this week. Piggybacking off of that, and another hot topic of conversation right now is withdrawals. Right now, the average wait time for withdrawals is somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks. Some a little longer, some a little shorter. There's a lot of variables that play into how long it's taking people to get their money. It seems like people in the US are getting their money a little bit faster, although that's not always the case. There's a few things that you can do to help improve the withdrawal experience. If you're inside the US, make sure that all the banking information you included is 100% correct. Double check it, triple check it, only because if there's a mistake, they have to reach out. They're processing thousands a day according to Nathaniel right now, so there's a good chance that if something's not right in your email, they're going to reach out and then they're just going to keep moving on. So it might take them a while to get back to you. So it's super important that everything in the withdrawal email is correct from the get-go. If you're not inside the US, it's basically essential that you sign up for a TransferWise account. TransferWise allows you to receive deposits in US dollars, and E2, when they deposit funds or when they send funds, they are sending funds in US dollars. A lot of banks outside the US don't accept US dollar deposits, and if you do have one of those banks, your bank won't accept the deposit. They will deny or reject the deposit, and your money could get lost in limbo or worse. So we don't really want to see what would happen in that situation. Just to avoid it, the best thing to do is sign up for TransferWise and then provide that information when you submit the withdrawal request. I know that this is a long time to wait right now, guys, and all things considered, it's not as long as some places. It's a lot longer than others. I do believe that the delay is in place really to protect people's money right now. This is an extremely new platform. clearly there's already people trying to take advantage of the system and game the system. And I don't think it would be really cool if someone could go in, hack your account, steal all your cash, and then withdraw it before the E2 devs had any idea what was going on. And because of that, I do believe that that's one of the reasons why there's a delay in place right now. That said, they have expressed their interest and want to improve the overall withdrawal experience, so I do expect that we will see changes there regardless over the coming weeks. Maybe that will include a slightly faster withdrawal time, but I do anticipate that withdrawals will continue to have a delay to them, whether that be several days or weeks, whatever they end up settling upon. I do believe that withdrawals probably will always have some sort of delay just to protect the money and make sure that people aren't accessing money that they shouldn't have access to, or aren't trying to withdraw money that was gained in a malicious manner. So the details for Phase 2 were announced on Wednesday by Shane in the announcements section in Discord. He announced things like an extensive resource tree, Essence being the main resource inside of Earth 2, teleportation details, PvP, and lots more. I posted a video a couple days ago that breaks down the Phase 2 announcement in detail, so make sure to check that video out for all the details that Shane announced and all the stuff we can look forward to with Phase 2. I'm super excited for all the content that was announced there. I really do think it's going to go a long way to adding to the depth and customization of the game. And while there's still a lot of questions on how things will work, I think it was very promising to see that the Earth 2 team has a long-term goal. They have a vision, they have a plan for where they'd like to see this game progress to. And that goal definitely aligns overall with what a lot of users would like to see. Again, there's still questions on how certain things will work, and as a small dev team, I expect that they will still be working things out right up to release. I know even large game companies change whole concepts, processes, or features sometimes a week or several days before release. So while they are being very transparent and letting us know their main thoughts and their main vision for the game, I think that there's always the potential things will change. There's always the potential that they'll see feedback from the community and they'll say, we need to change this or we need to implement this before this goes live. So that's a very promising thing. That's a good thing. We want that from this sort of dev team. We don't want a dev team that's rigid and just says, well, this is the way we designed the game. Too bad. I mean, it's unfortunate you guys bought this land under this premise. We're not doing anything for you. I think it's important that they do acknowledge that. This game is very much an experiment. They didn't know what was going to happen until they released it. And I do think that people are playing this game probably differently than how the devs intended on it being played. And the smart thing for any dev team would be to react to that and react accordingly. The development experience, especially with a brand new game like this, is a very reactive and engaging experience. So we are going to see them be very reactive to the things we say and recommend. And again, that's a very good thing. We want them to be receptive to our feedback because this is a game that's going to be made by all of us. The success of this game hinges on the adoption rate of its users, the creativity of its users, and the patience of its users. So this is all on us. At the end of the day, the dev team's the one making the game, but we're the ones that are going to make this game succeed. So there definitely has to be a level of give and take there. And I think the devs have done a pretty good job so far of being as transparent as they could be. And I guess the best thing we can do right now is just decide how we want to approach the game and then just wait for what's next. So the last thing I wanted to cover was related to Discord, just general questions inside of the Discord chat. I've been in the Discord for a little over a month now, and I try to be active in it daily. And I did notice that a lot of people come in with a lot of questions that have already been answered. The devs are amazing, the mods are super cool, there are so many amazing mods in this Discord channel. But I do think they get a little overloaded sometimes, and it's probably a little frustrating to them to try to answer things that have been answered many times before. So if you're new to the Discord, if you have questions and you're in the Discord, before you post a question in the general chat, just make sure to do a search off to the right and search for the term, keywords that you're looking for information on. The devs have answered a lot of questions as well as the mods, so there's a real strong possibility that the answer to your question lies right there in the search already. If you don't find anything there, by all means post it in the gen chat. A lot of people are very active in the chat and will answer your questions. So just make sure to post it there, but do a search first to make sure you're not posting duplicate questions or duplicate information. I think last we checked, we were approaching or had hit 15,000 members in the Discord, which is quite a few. It's exploded. I know when I joined it on December 18th, there was around 800 members, maybe a little less. So as you can imagine, the growth in just that a little over a month period has been absolutely insane. The mods are doing their best to keep up with everything, and for the most part, things go really well inside the chat, but you could do them a huge favor just by doing a search and trying to find that information before asking them. Again, I just wanted to give you guys an update on the status of where things were, everything that occurred this week in the game, where things are going, any updates that I felt were worthy of you guys being made aware of. If you guys have any questions on these, make sure to comment down below. I'll do my best to answer those. You know, I don't work for E2. I'm just a gamer like you guys. I'm just a fan of the game and a user, and I really enjoy the idea of where it's going. So I'll always do my best to answer the questions, but some things I don't have official information on. And that was all I had, guys. I want to thank you guys for checking this video out. As always, I hope you all have a great day. And until next time, we'll see you soon.